How is everybody doing this Wednesday? I actually have to have lights on because it is cloudy and very, very windy this morning. So I'm really hoping that my internet stays live today. I have a little bit of internet power, so we're gonna see how well this goes. Crossing my fingers. Today I am using a brand new stamp set called Rustic Centerpiece. I love this stamp set so much. I love the really rustic look, and I think it'll be really great for masculine cards, which is always fun. And then I brought out Simply Said, and then I'm using the arched dies. So I'm very happy about using those because I love them. All right. So because that is a very rustic stamp set, I'm going to be using the Country Woods paper. This is just two different pieces of the paper. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the strip onto the big strip. And I'm just going to leave about 1/4 of an inch on the left side. I'm going to take this ridiculously long piece of linen thread. And the reason why I am is I'm going to hold it down on the left side, give myself a lot of room here, and I'm going to wrap it around. I actually want it lower. I'm going to wrap it around 3 times because I want it to be a little bit thicker, okay? This is a rustic card, so I'm okay if it looks a little funky. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this onto the front of my card. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I have a pre-cut arch die, and I'm going to bring out my black ink pad, which is turn my stamp upside down because this is kind of an awkward stamp. Here we go. Now let me make sure. There we go. Woohoo! And I think while I'm at it, just so I can put this ink pad away, I'm going to go ahead. I took the hello from the Simply Said stamp. Let me move it up so you guys can see it. I'm going to put it right there. Okay, now I can put my ink pad away. All right, now I came prepared. I'm going to be using blends to color in this image. I've got dark Pool Party, dark gray granite, dark Highland Heather, and what I like to call my if you mess it up, have one of these around. This is the color lifter, and it will help you fix mistakes if you go outside the lines. Now, normally I would be using the bullet point because I go outside the lines a lot when I'm using the brush tip. So I rarely use the brush tip, but it is so much faster. So I thought just for the sake of time, I would use the brush tip, but I'm definitely going to use the bullet point and just highlight those areas I missed and do the stems. I think these succulents are so pretty. Just do there. And then I'm going to use the bullet point of my Pool Party, and I'm going to do the leaves. Am I in good camera range? I hope so. Okay, and then I'm just going to start coloring in. And I am going to use the bullet point on this one, which means it's going to take longer. But if I didn't, oh my gosh, you guys, I would go so far outside the lines. And that's due to my eyesight, not due to my eye-hand coordination. So we're just going to color this in. And I'm not really worrying about how it looks. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dark Highland Heather, and I'm just going to highlight these succulents. And I'm not going to really worry that much about it, guys. I'm just going to add some color in here. I love Highland Heather and Pool Party together. So that looks pretty ugly, doesn't it? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over. This time I am using the brush tip. And I'm just going to pull that Highland Heather in just to add that shading. Now, it's going to look really dark now while it's wet, but as it dries, it will smooth out, I promise. Oopsie, I went right outside the line there. Okay, let's do a little bit more here because I really did a lot. Okay, I hope you can see that. And then I'm going to take my color lifter and I'm just going to do a little bit here. Now, you want to stay in the middle of your image, guys. You do not want to go out towards the edge because this will run the alcohol in here. And I'm just wiping it off on a scratch sheet. And I'm just going to take out some of the color here and some of the color right here. And again, be careful to stay in the center of your image. And as this dries, I promise you, it will look better. And there we just have that blank. See where I went outside the line right there? But I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right here, and I am going to use Stampin' Dimensionals. I just love that I get to always show you guys what not to do. That should be the name of my lives. Coffee and what not to do in your stamping with Barb. I might change it. That would be good. All right. Oh, you guys, I wish you could see this fuchsia. It is seriously making me seasick. It is just rocking. And we have a lot of hummingbirds that, that like to feed off this plant, this fuchsia plant. And they're not even trying today. They gave up. There was one brave soul out there earlier this morning, and he finally just gave up, I think. All right. So I promise you, if you make this card, it will be very simple for you. There we have our finished card. Not too bad, huh? The star of the show, honestly, is, I think, the country wood paper. It looks almost beachy. These colors are not showing up very well on camera, but I promise you they're really pretty in person. So let me turn my camera back over. Okay, my friends, I'll see you next week. Have a great creative week this week. Talk to you later. Bye.